Chlorine tablets are very acidic when they dissolve. And when you drop one into the skimmer, that highly concentrated, low pH goes right through the pump and plumbing before it ever reaches your pool. If that sounds like a bad idea, you're not wrong. But here's what makes this confusing. Nothing fails immediately. The pump keeps running, the water stays clear, everything seems normal. That delay is what makes this habit feel harmless. In the next few minutes, you'll see what that concentrated water actually does inside your pool equipment and why the effects don't show up until much later. You've probably done this because it feels convenient. The skimmer seems like a logical place to add chlorine. Drop the chlorine tab in, close the lid, and move on. And because nothing changes right away, you assume it's fine. That assumption right there is what we're unpacking. You might be thinking, if it's really that acidic, why doesn't something break the first time? Here's why. When the chlorine tablet dissolves, it lowers the pH of the water around it immediately. Not the entire pool, just that narrow stream flowing through the skimmer line. For a short period, the water inside the pipe is way more acidic than the rest of the pool. Before it ever mixes into thousands of gallons, it flows through your pump housing, the mechanical seal, metal components inside the circulation line, and your filter. Only after passing through those parts does it finally dilute into the pool. So the strongest water in your entire system moves through your equipment first. Pool equipment doesn't fail because one strong exposure. It wears down from repeated ones. Low pH is more aggressive. Over time, it can speed up corrosion on metal surfaces, shorten the life of rubber seals, and increase stress on internal components. Not instantly, gradually. Think about bending a paperclip once, nothing happens. Bend it back and forth multiple times, eventually it snaps. Repeated chemical stress works the same way. You don't see weakening as it's happening, you only notice when something finally gives out. That's why it can feel random years later. Two pools can look identical. They can have the same chlorine readings, the same clarity, and the same maintenance routine. But one routes highly concentrated water through their pump every week. The other doesn't. Years later, one seal fails earlier than expected. It feels like bad luck. Sometimes it's just repeated exposure, not the tablet itself. It's where the strongest water goes first. And yes, it also matters when the pump shuts off. When circulation stops, water doesn't vanish from the plumbing. It stays inside the pump and pipes until the next cycle. If the water is highly chlorinated and low pH, it sits in contact with those surfaces. No dilution, no movement, just contact time. And time is what turns exposure into wear. Now chlorine isn't the problem. Concentration at the wrong point in the circulation line is. Your pool water can handle properly diluted sanitizer. Your pump and plumbing aren't designed for repeated contact with highly concentrated, low pH water at the entry point. The skimmer isn't just a drop zone, it's the front door to your equipment. Whatever goes in there reaches your pump first. So if the skimmer isn't ideal, what makes more sense? Dilution before circulation. When you use a chlorine floater, the tablet dissolves right into the body of the pool. That allows the chlorine to disperse into thousands of gallons immediately. By the time it reaches your pump, it's already balanced with the rest of the pool. Dilute first, circulate second. That keeps the strongest water in your pool, not inside the plumbing. Remember this, it's not the tablet that shortens equipment life. It's the highly concentrated water moving through your pump before it has time to dilute. Now if you keep getting your pool dirty, even though you run the pump, this video right here is for you.